is the more tag. I'm going to show you how that works and what its purpose is. So on the test server here, I have a blog with 3 blog posts. There they are. They're in reverse order. Test blog post. Then we scroll all the way up to the second blog post, and then all the way up to the third. So these are 3 blog posts that we've posted that are very long. Maybe they're essays or short stories or whatever they might be. They're quite long in terms of the content. And you notice when you scroll down to the bottom of the post, you have posted in general, you've got the edit button, and then you've got the next post. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that edit button for the top post. So it's underneath the top post. So I'm going to click on that, and here's the blog post in the HTML window, or I can switch to the visual editor. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to click somewhere in the post. So I'm going to click at the end of the first paragraph, and I'm going to click the more button. That's this one here. It looks like 2 rectangles separated by a dashed line if you're in the visual editor, and if you're in the HTML editor it just says more. So I'm going to do it in the visual editor just to show you. So I'm going to click here, so my cursor is now at the end of the first paragraph. As you can see, it's quite a big blog post, and I'm going to click that tag. Now you can see that WordPress has now inserted a line across, a very grayed outline, and it says a little bit more there. And if you switch to HTML, you'll see this is just represented as a little tag, and that tag is pure HTML. What those dashes there mean is that it's a comment. What this means is that it's ignored in terms of making any changes to the page. It doesn't print the word more on the page, but it does know that it's there because it's hidden behind the scenes. So that's a special tag that tells HTML that there's something there, and on the visual editor you can see that represented as this line. So now I'm going to click update, and if I click here on view post, you see that the blog post appears as normal, and where the more tag is, there's no change. But if we actually go to the blog itself, this is the blog listing page that lists more than one blog post, we see that the blog post here has been cut off, and where the more tag was, we now have text that says continue reading, and that's now a link. And if you click on that link, that brings you to the exact point in the text where you had cut off with the more tag. What that does is, when you've got a lot of posts on a page like this, I'll just add them into the second one as well, and you add your more tag, and I'll just go back out and refresh the blog page. You can see that now it's very manageable. It's very easy to read the page. It's very easy to scroll down, read all the blog posts, and quickly scan through them. And you can easily click on the continue reading, which shows that there is more of the blog post to read, that it's been cut off. So that's the more tag. That's what it's for. You should use it if you have a long blog post. I generally try and use it on every blog post, and I usually use it after the first, second or third paragraph. Depends on how big the paragraphs are, and I try and put in at least one image before the more tag so that the image shows up on the blog listing page. And doing all of that makes your blog listing page a more attractive page to scroll down, so that people can jump from blog post to blog post and see what you've got. So that's how to use the more tag.